Here are the top 5 homebuyer mistakes. Let me tell you about a first-time homebuyer that almost bought a home the hard way. Nothing illegal, nothing crazy, just small mistakes that could have cost them thousands. If you're thinking about buying a home, pay close attention. These 5 mistakes could save you a lot of money and time. If you're a first-time homebuyer, I want you to imagine this. You're saving your money, you're scrolling through Zillow, and you finally feel like, okay, this is the house I like. You have been scrolling through Zillow and you finally think, okay, I think I'm ready. So you find the house, and that is usually where it starts to go sideways. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 homebuyer mistakes people make, and more importantly, how to avoid them. So let's walk through this like it's a story. We're going to talk about a guy named Alex. He's going to buy his first home. He's got some savings. He's got a great job. It seems like he checks all the boxes. These aren't big mistakes. These are small mistakes that make the process hard and might cost you more. Okay, so Alex starts his home buying journey by going on Zillow and scrolling through homes. He goes and tours it and thinks, okay, now it's time to talk to a lender. There's mistake number 1, waiting to get pre-approved till you find the house. The truth is, you need to make sure that you're getting pre-approved before you start home shopping if you're really serious. It's going to make your offer more compelling, and it's also going to make sure that you know what house you can actually afford. Then you can also make sure you know you can afford the house that you're looking at, rather than going to a lender and asking if this house that you really like now is in your price range. After Alex finds his home, he finds out that he needs to get pre-approved because he needs to know his real budget. He needs to know his real budget before he really starts looking at homes and falling in love with one. All right, let's get on to mistake number 2. So Alex goes through the right way, gets pre-approved, finds his budget, then finds the house. So Alex gets pre-approved, starts looking, finds another house. House looks good, payment looks pretty good, everything seems good. Mistake number 2 is ignoring the extra costs. He's not factoring in property taxes. Here in California, we do have Melrose tax that can add extra. He's not thinking about those extra costs. He's not thinking about closing costs. He's not thinking about property taxes, insurance, HOA dues maybe. So all of a sudden he sits back down with the lender and finds out that this actually is a home he can't quite afford. With those extra costs, it's going to eat away at his down payment and add a little more to his monthly payment that he's not quite comfortable with. It's at this point we get to mistake number 3, down payment assistant programs. Alex is looking at all these homes like he has to put 20% down. Here's the truth. You don't have to put 20% down. There's down payment assistant programs, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, that you can get into a home for as little as 0, but most of the time is going to be 3.5% to 5%. So after talking to the lender and realizing this is an important thing for Alex to know, because now he can start looking at homes thinking, as long as it's still in my comfortable monthly payment, I don't have to put that much money down. Maybe that's money he wants to use for something else, and he just feels like he has to put it into the home because he's heard 20% down. Also, if you don't know this, you might be renting for a lot longer than you actually think. I have clients that didn't realize that they don't need that much money, and they're sitting here thinking that they need to save up $50,000 to $100,000 before they can go buy that home. But the truth is, they had enough money. They just didn't know those down payment assistant programs are available. So take advantage of that if you're a first-time home buyer. So this just goes to show that it's not always the money that's the problem. Sometimes it's just the information that you have, which brings us to mistake number 4. Mistake number 4 is Alex only talked to one lender. Now, I'm a mortgage lender. I would love for you to only talk to me. But if you're going to shop around, don't just look at rate. If you're looking at the person that has the lowest rate but doesn't get the full story from you, you could be leaving money on the table and not getting the right loan program for you. Because our job as lenders is to assess your situation and then give you the options that will fit you the best. Yes, the lowest rate is great because it's the lowest payment, but depending on your goals, it's not always exactly the lowest payment. Sometimes paying just barely more, maybe $20 or $50, but getting the right loan program can save you thousands in the end. Not to mention, the interest rate alone doesn't factor in closing costs and different programs that your lender will know about, and you should be looking at the right lender for you that you can trust. Mistake number 4 is make sure you're not shopping lenders just based on their rate. Find somebody that you like and find somebody that you can trust and give your full story to, knowing that they will find the right programs for you and give you options. As a mortgage lender, I do offer free consultations. You can book a call with me and we can go over your financial situation. We can talk about different loan programs that would actually help based on how long you want to stay in that home, how much money you have for down payment, how much your income is. If you're interested in anything like that, in the description below is all my contact information. You can get a hold of me there and I'd love to talk to you. Let's move forward with this story. And Alex is about to buy this home. He finds the house, he's pre-approved, he knows how much money he's comfortable with, and he's ready. Okay, so now Alex is under contract. That's the good news. Now he is going to buy this home. When you're under contract, it takes a little bit of time, but there's different things that have to be done, such as appraisals, and you have an option for a home inspection. This mistake could save you thousands. This leads us to mistake number 5. This one is so important, it could save you thousands. Do not waive the home inspection. I know you can walk through a house and everything looks really nice. It looks nice and painted and there's new appliances and you think you don't need it. But the truth is there's so much you can't see under the surface. And I'm not saying every house has hidden problems, but I've seen it where people have bought a house without a home inspection and then found out that there's termites behind the walls. I've also seen where somebody was about to buy a house and found out that there was a crack in the foundation that was going to cost them $100,000 to replace. So when that happens, yeah, you did have to pay for that home inspection, but you could have saved thousands on repairs that you didn't want to do. Or even if you're okay with doing the repairs, you can use that to negotiate your purchase price still. Maybe you find out that there is termites or a crack in the foundation, or even smaller things like a plumbing issue or something like that, or electrical. Maybe you decide that you're not worried about it. Still get the home inspection done, because if you find something and figure out how much it's going to cost you to fix, you can negotiate that price down and save some money. So that way you can do those repairs yourself. Okay, so here's the good news. Alex didn't fail, right? He gets through all of these mistakes and they're not big mistakes. You would still be able to buy a home even if you made some of these mistakes. But think about the time difference, especially getting pre-approved would save you. The security you have knowing a home inspection's been done and you don't have any problems you have to worry about. No surprises. If you're thinking about buying a home and want help navigating the process, that's what I do. I provide clarity, no guesswork. I'm just trying to make it clear for you guys. My contact information is down below. You can schedule a call with me. And if you like the video, please subscribe, like, comment down below what you want to see next. I'd love to make videos for you guys and just clarify the home buying process. Thanks. I'll see you in the next one.